Good morning. Welcome to the University Unitarian Universalist Society. My name is Paula Despang. I'm your service leader this morning. That's both a privilege and a responsibility. I guess they go together anyway. So that's what I'm here for today. I'd invite you to settle into our shared sacred space. Turn off the ringer on your phone. I'll turn mine off too. There it goes. And if you've got any other little noisemakers in your pockets, this might be time to subdue those as well. And I've lost my cheat sheet. So, oh yes, we need to do committee moments before we do anything else. So there may be committee leaders who have messages to share, and we'll start with Ann Packham.
Thank you. Wow, it's nice to be here in person. Feels very different, but welcome everybody at home and welcome everybody here. It did say on the screen before, grab your chalice. So if you're at home, we're going to have a chalice here physically, but if you're at home, grab your chalice now. So I have two committee announcements to make. Actually, I have three. So the first, I wanted to thank everybody who came yesterday to Church Workday. This is on behalf of John Mowbray. If you're not here right now, it's beautiful. It's fabulous. People worked in the Memorial Garden. We've got fresh paint here. It's beautiful. So we're so excited for everybody to come back next week. So the following people helped out yesterday: Martha Kirby, Amy Mowbray, Barry London, Kelly and Miak Buchanan, Lorraine, Julie and Dave Simons, Carl Packham, Derek Catlin, Ken Westerland, and Joe Garchinsky. So thank you for everybody who came to Church Workday. It is the third Saturday of every month. So put it on your calendar for next month. Second announcement is that the women's group will meet here face-to-face in person on Friday, July 30th, starting at 6 o'clock. We will have potluck, so look out in their email for that announcement. And then finally, I'm here on behalf of the Ministerial Selection Team. MST is our name. As many of you know, we did vote to move ahead with calling a contract minister. And I just wanted to give you a quick update as to what we've done so far. So we've worked on a job description that's basically in final form. We had a number of members of the team who worked really diligently on that in a very short amount of time. We're also working on a document called Congregational Profile, which is a requirement from the UUA when we're calling a minister. It gives any candidates a chance to see what we're really about, kind of puts it down on paper, who we are, what we do, what we stand for, what are our activities. So we're hoping to finalize those documents this week. And then next Sunday, we will have the candidate that we've sort of put priority on, Tracy Barrett, will be here. The ministerial selection team will be interviewing her again, and then we will go from there. So thanks to the MST, we're moving ahead. Just wanted to kind of give you that update. Are there any other announcements, committee moments that anybody else knows about here? Oh, it looks like Chloe may have one. Chloe?
Hello. I am here representing Millennial Plus Group. We are meeting at Chloe Hatfield's house on 6:30 on Friday. It's going to be potluck, so bring drinks, food. Anybody who is 21 and up and identifies in the Millennial Plus region is welcome. And if you need any other information, you can email me or text me. My email is chloeamcelroy@gmail.com, or my phone number is 407-432-4674.
Short, sweet, and to the point.
If you'd like more information.
So, having committee momented, grab your chalice, sweet, and to the point there. Perfect. So, having committee momented, grab your chalice, mine's right there. And I'd like to apologize for not being as smooth as I would like to be, because I was delayed on my way to get here, and it didn't happen. So, and I'd like to apologize for not being as smooth as I would like to be, because was delayed on my way to get here. Opening words. My opening words come from my own head, which I think is as good as anybody else's. And I hope you do too. Now, we talk a lot about words. My opening words come from my own head, which I think is as good as anybody else's. Commitment to each other as a community. And I hope you do too. To help one another. Now, we talk a lot about they're loving and caring for each other. It actually says in our commitment to each other as a community and to love one another, to help one another. Yes, we do this. And there are people who love to help other people, and that's good. There are people who need help. Nothing wrong with that either. When you need help, you need help. I'd like to particularly address the people who need help but don't ask for it. And I'd like to say at this time, when you don't ask for the help that you need, you are actually reducing somebody else's opportunity for the blessing that is yours whenever you help someone. I took care of my mother-in-law during her final illness, and to this day I haven't found any words in English that describe what that meant for me or the ways I grew while I was doing it. But I grew inside taking care of her. I wasn't alone. My husband helped me. We were a team in this. But we took care of her every day. And that was a blessing to him and me, at least as much as it was to her. And when you ask somebody else to help you and let them do it, you're inviting them to a blessing like that. So don't think, oh, no, I can manage. I'll figure out a way. I'll manage to do this. I'll get it. I'll take care of this. We're here to help one another. That's part of our deal. So, with that in mind,
come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Mystery, mystery, life is a riddle and a mystery.
Service is its gift. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace. Service is its gift. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek truth in love, and to help one another. So, a welcome to our guests. All the faces in the room are familiar to me, but I'll bet you there's people online watching who have never been here. So, welcome to you. Come again. Our speakers vary widely week to week, year to year, and we try to have something for everybody, though not everything in this meeting may be exactly to your needs. Something here will be. That's my firm conviction. And when you're out at home, you have to bring your own coffee, but if you come here, we've got coffee. So come and join us. We're opening soon. So if we have joys and concerns, is there anybody here who wants to share their joys and concerns with the congregation? Martha has them.
Good morning. I'm reading a joy on behalf of Joey Cole, who is traveling this week. She's enjoying a visit with her son and daughter-in-law and 2 granddaughters in Maryland. And next week, she will be spending as much time as she can with her brother, who is in assisted living, also visiting friends in Maryland. And it's good to be home for a while. So love to her Florida family, and she will be back the end of the month.
So I'm Ann Packham. John Mowbray had sent around a joy that Helen Lawrence and Art Peters donated a beautiful set of chimes for our memorial garden. So when you come here next week for our opening week, you will get a chance to hear those chimes. So that is very exciting. And I only wanted to bring up one concern. It's now, it feels like a long time ago. It's been a month, but just a month ago today, a friend of mine's son was killed by a drunk driver. He was a teenager. So I'm trying to hold her in my heart and try to figure out what you can do when that happens. So just keep the Strohs family in your hearts.
Okay, so we remember those joys and concerns and hold them in our hearts as we sit in this meeting and as we go our separate ways afterward. Our time for all ages, here's a treat, it comes to us from Linnea Nelson, who's our speaker for later this morning, and I'll give her a bigger introduction then.
Good morning. So the book that I chose for today is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. And if you haven't read this book, it was on the New York Times #1 bestseller list last year. It is a children's book, but I think there is a spiritual learning on every single page. So I'm just going to share a few of those special learnings with you and the wisdom. And if you're interested in hearing more, I'll leave the book up front for you to take a look at. So the wisdom I will be sharing today is between the mole and the boy. The mole asks, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" "Kind," said the boy. I'm so small, said the mole. Yes, said the boy, but you make a huge difference. What do you think success is? Asked the boy. You don't get a hint on the slide for this one, so I'll let you think about it. Love, said the mole. What do you think is the biggest waste of time? Asked the boy. Comparing yourself to others, said the mole. The boy paused and added, I wonder if there's a school of unlearning. The mole replied, most of the old moles I know wish they had listened less to their fears and more to their dreams. Imagine how we would be if we were less afraid, replied the boy. The mole continued, one of our greatest freedoms is how we react to things. I've learned how to be in the present, said the mole. How? Asked the boy. I find a quiet spot and shut my eyes and breathe. That's good. And then? Then I focus. What do you focus on? Cake, said the mole. Isn't it odd? We can only see our outsides, but nearly everything happens on the insides, noted the mole. So much beauty we need to look after, said the boy. Being kind to yourself is one of the greatest kindnesses, said the mole. We often wait for kindness, but being kind to yourself can start now. Sometimes I worry that you might think I'm ordinary, said the boy. Love doesn't need you to be extraordinary, said the mole. And now the last piece of wisdom that I'll share from this book. When the big things feel out of control, focus on what you love right under your nose. What's your best discovery? Asked the mole. That I'm enough as I am, said the boy.